anytime you get the red box, the red Jordan box, you know it's a women's shoe. It's a women's shoe. And this is a bigger size. It's an 11 and a half, but it's that bleached coral look. And I'm going to read the tag first. And I always get into the light and I hold it to the side so I can see if I see the RFID chip underneath. And that's my first authentication point. Always do that. I know that these boxes are not that sturdy. They can break at the edges. But if I get a box and it's super hard and it's this red and black format, and it's like real tough, I know the box isn't right off the bat. These boxes are not super sturdy. They're pretty floppy, all right? The paper on the inside is going to be like the corrugated line paper. It's going to be real flimsy. It tears up quickly. I do want to go to the inside of the lid because typically you have a stamp, and on this bleach coral kind of look, you don't have a stamp on the inside of that, so it's probably on the inside of the box. We're going to have to keep looking and make sure that's there. These did come from Nike, so I know they're legit. I'm just doing my thorough checks, making sure you guys get a chance to do a thorough check on your own sneakers. I'm going to pull them out and hold them like a baby for a second, just to make sure there's no stamp, and boom. Inside of the box, right there on the inside, we got our stamp. We got a QC stamp to measure against, and I'm always excited to find that QC stamp. So let's see what it reads, 22/12/05/03. So I'm thinking 05/03/12 or 05/12/22. 05/12/22. Yeah, so I'm gonna say that's 05/12/22. How do I know for sure? How do I know I'm right? I'll tell you in 1 second, and this is the whole process of authenticating. This is what I'm doing, and I'm just holding it up so you guys can see this process. I'm going to read this, I'm going to go back inside, but because I'm looking at it, Women's Air, WMNS, Air, and then it's Jordan 1 Retro High OG, style code FD2596-600. The color, atmosphere white, muslin sail. Now, the UPC code, you have to check it. For the 11 and a half, it should match what's on the shoe. So we got 196-604-412-070, and it's a 14 at the end. Now comes the time where I drop this all back inside and take the shoes out. And that's going to be my next couple of checks. And of course, I'll get to the close-up of the shoe. All right? I'll get to the close-up of the shoe so you guys can see it. And if things are not quite right here, I'll be able to tell you that things are not quite right. Now, no hang bag. No hang bag. You actually have a move to zero small packet for the shoelaces. And it actually says shoelaces. And I'm going to have to do the zoom on that so you can see it. And make sure this box is 100% recyclable. And that gets rid of that little plastic hang bag and that extra plastic. It's a smart move for Jordan Brand. They make so many shoes. To do one little change like this is important. It is really important. So we have to catch up on all of our cues, which I got away from because I've been talking so much. But I'm going to drop these back in. I am going to see the shoe inserts come out easily on the inside of this shoe. And underneath it, you can see tape and the string. So that's one detail that you need to be aware of in regard to this shoe. And if somebody's like, yo, it's fake, it's got this strings and stuff, that's the way it is. You do have a hang tag on here that's this atmosphere color. And it's pretty. I like that. I like this color as well. And it's gonna get all over my shirt because the pink rubs. Kills me. Kills me. Let's go to the size label and put that back inside. Go to the size label. Remember my stamp on my box, and I said 05/12/22. Dates of production 09/14/22, 11/08/22. So my date is not what I looked at. It's actually going to be the 12/05/22. So I said 05. It's 12/05/22, which that second date of 11/08/22, 4 weeks out. It's perfect. So we're good. This is not an exact science, but I need to see that my stamp, and I hate that that pink suede is stuck on my shirt, that stamp has to be within 4 weeks. 4 weeks, sometimes it can be 8 weeks now because things are moving so slowly in transit. Sometimes it can't do that. But one of the biggest things, when people got the Spider-Verse shoes, they didn't realize that the tongue tag was different on it. It's the OG classic Nike Air that goes over the top of the tongue, and that's another cue point. So I go through all of these cue points and I'll double up, and I may be repetitive in some instances, but it's important that I hit it on all of them. Small code XB, and it's made in China, and I got those dates of production. I got 070, my box, UPC 070, I'm good to go. I need to get to that close-up so I can show you the lace box, and I can show you the shoe. All right, so let's get to that. I actually do have some dirt on this shoe, so I'm gonna have to clean this, and that's okay, it's nothing wrong with that. But these came into the shop today. So let's throw that back on the inside and get to the close-up. Little chain, hang tag, pink, make sure yours is matched up. Close-up. I think I've been calling this the washed coral or bleached coral, but I think it's washed pink. I don't remember all of the nicknames, man. I just know it's a great looking shoe. And it's one of those, Jordans that didn't pop. But I do believe after they're out of the system, really soft leather, it's going to crinkle a lot when you wear it. All right, so just make sure you know that. I'm opening this up so I can show you that it comes with an extra set of laces that are that washed pink in the Move to Zero box. Good on Jordan brand. Let's throw that back on the inside. Let's give you a look at the medial. Drop that down so it won't look so bad. Outsole. Making sure you see that left shoe. Oh, tap test. Remember, I always tap the Jordan 1 when I have it on the flat surface to tap test. Always tap it because if it's been worn or something's funny about it, it'll have a bow and it'll tap and bounce and rock in the back instead of just being flat. Now at the front, you always get a little bit of a rock. Always get a little bit of a rock, okay? You can see a little bit of a glue stain there. It's not so bad. But once again, the tongue goes over the top, the patch goes over the top, and I want you to see that chain and the hang tag, and I'm going to end it there. And I hope I hit on all of the cues I said I was going to hit on. If I didn't, I apologize, but that is it. The toe box looks really funny on this women's shoe. It looks really weird and wide. And that's because it's suede. Suede is a harder cut than it is with just regular kind of PU leather. Suede is a harder cut, so you do get these weirder kind of shapes to the shoe when you have suede. But that's it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.